that's definitely some metal frag caught in his jaw.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Talking About Cloud. This is going to be a rather long video, so the TLDR of this is don't wear steel body armor unless you want to take frag into the face. Enjoy the video.
Tell me why this guy is shaped like Lucas from T-Rex Arms. But he's a eunuch. One thing you'll notice, I realized when I was at home and I failed as a man, I don't own a hacksaw. So I used I think I used a table saw to cut this top portion of the mannequin off. You can see my rough cuts, but ironically, watch this, fits the jail head rather nicely. Not perfect, not great, but not terrible. Now what we're gonna do is attach the head with some of my favorite tape, 100-mile-per-hour tape. This is what I imagine a skinwalker looks like, a little bit taller than you, with a skull for a face. It's freakishly terrifying. When I was prepping this for the video this morning, I had this thing in my hallway of my house, and I actually took a video of it. I'll have to throw it up real quick, but it actually looks terrifying in the hallway. All right, that should be good. Where is he? I don't you love me anymore? Why? What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw on our little appetizer. We're gonna do some 3A body armor. We're gonna shoot it with some handguns and see what happens. This is the appetizer to the main course. The main course, of course, being the AR-500 steel body armor. I'm very excited for this test. This dummy, which I'm kind of salty about, took a long time to get. I ordered it back in December from Ballistic Dummy Labs. I didn't order it as a YouTuber, I just bought it with my own money, but because I'm a pleb, it took like 3 months to get. So, sick! No rugrats. Sig high. You can't do that. Oh shit. I decided to name the dummy Dale. Dale the dummy. And for all my Dales out there, don't take it personal. It's just YouTube. Holy shit. So I don't think, from the looks of it, I don't think it penetrated. So, oh, it didn't. So this did not penetrate the hollow point right here, actually. Fun fact, this body armor is very old. This is 3A body armor. It's what typically, PSD, law enforcement. It's not necessarily used in place of when rifles are expected. Mushroomed out, and the body armor caught it. But Dale the dummy here, he didn't do so well with his internal organs. Here's the AR-500 steel plate. Bought this with my own money, not giving me the AR-500. I doubt they'd want to see this test, so. All right, I don't know, we'll see. Science shall prevail. Important detail I wanted to try, because I wanted to try and do this test as realistic as possible, not just shooting in a AR-500 strike face, naked with no carrier. So I want to do it in a carrier, so it has a carrier host with, pouches. But most importantly, we have a sacrificial lamb. And this is a Magpul P-Mag, and it's filled with some 55 grain ammo. Science. I hurt my heart loading this mug up and knowing I was going to shoot it, but I really wanted to get it as close as possible to what it could be like of catching around in body armor with a loaded carrier setup. So I'm going to see what's going on in that aspect. What makes me qualified to talk about this kind of thing? Well, I did go to Dr. Grantham's school on medical sciences and such, so I did get certified in that aspect. What is the experiment? We're here to see if the spalding from the AR-500 plate while in a carrier will get you killed. That's why I have the ballistic gel dummy head, and I couldn't afford the actual torso because it's like $2,000. We're not there yet, guys. But we put the armor inside the carrier. We're gonna shoot that and see if the spalding from standard rounds that it's rated for can protect it. And then we're gonna see what happens when you, of course, go beyond the threat level that it's rated for, just out of curiosity, out of morbid curiosity. My hypothesis. I hypothesize, I wish I paid more attention in science class and wasn't as focused on big chimp things, such as the pretty girls in that class. But I hypothesize that it should stop. I want to give AR-500 some credit. It should stop the rounds that it's rated for. But I will also say that it's going to spall like crazy. So that's my hypothesis. I haven't tried this before. I haven't really researched this too much. I'm going into it relatively blind. So that's going to be the experiment. We're going to shoot it with several different calibers. The calibers it's rated for, along with different types of those calibers. We have 55 grain from Hornady, and then we have, oh my God, that's a huge ass fly. And then we have Hornady Black 7.62 by 39, and then we also have some Rhodie 545 rounds. How do you expect to change the world if you don't clean your room, bucko? So we're using hollow point ammunition and a Glock 43X. All right, now if we could, we're gonna go ahead and show you the high-speed camera. High-speed camera? Do you think you're at that level yet, buddy? Oh yeah, that's right. I made an oopsie and I messed up. With the Glock 43X, I just shot the PMag, which, you know what? Accidents happen just like me. I asked my mom, she said I wasn't planned. So the mag has been shot and rounds have been breached by the 9mm. And so this 55 grain is brought to you by K&R Armory. They supply a lot of 55 grain 5.56 here on the channel, so big thank you to those guys. Nothing happened to the head, no crazy fragmentation occurred to the dome. So this was already there prior, right there, before I put it on. So the mag probably caught most of it, diffused that 9mm, kind of like a, okay, shocker. Let's go ahead and try it again without hitting the mag. So far, it looks like no critical Spalding damage was done to this target. Okay, so it looks like the plate caught damage from these two rounds, relatively nice. And then that third round that hit the mag, I take it the mag absorbed most of it. Now we're gonna do some 55 grain Rhodie rounds. Now this is cooking, so let's do it with the Blood Diamond Car-15 first. It's gonna be shorter, and then we'll do it with the LAV style Car-15, and we'll see what happens. Go. And right now we're about, it feels about 60 yards away. I think it's a good, decent example. So that was one round into the body armor. All right, so far, I don't see any, oh, holy shit. We got some frag into the face. So right here, you can see a frag cutout that wasn't here before. It looks like it impacted the jawline, and we got some frag stuck in here. And then we got some frag right here in the neck right there. So we got frag on the jawline, and then we got frag right there. And then, so I can't tell anything right there. So, okay, and my shot impacted right here, which I think just barely hit the top of the plate. I'm actually really interested. This is getting crazy. So that 55 grain out of a 10.5 barrel hit the top of the plate. The plate stopped the threat. So it is, the threat has been stopped, but you can see the strike face has been heavily chipped away. Damn, that is interesting, guys. Holy crap, this is cool. Science is cool. Science in school was not cool, but science on the flat range, Giga Chad energy. All right, let's throw it in, and we'll try the 16-inch barrel. Okay, you know, I'm even curious. See if we can do a little face surgery on our guy. Yeah, that's definitely some metal frag caught in his jaw. Oh yeah, do you see that? Look at that. Now, is this gonna kill him? No, I don't think this is a life-injuring wound, but where that hit the plate, that Spalding is hitting your face. That is frag absolutely hitting your face. So that's gonna hurt. All right, so now for science sake, we see, keep in mind, I don't have my Sharpie on me, but we're gonna mark it, boop, boop. We've marked it in post, and now we can kind of see where he hit, and he got hit by my knife right there. Let's go do the 16-inch 55 grain.
Ladies and gentlemen, this video costs money to make, so a big thank you to our sponsors, Leatherback Gear. In times of uncertainty, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of armor in your backpack, especially when things may be going a little sideways. They are on a mission to give you tools to protect yourself and keep your loved ones safe. It is no secret out there that there is evil in the world that want to do you harm, so why not have every advantage at your disposal to protect yourself and stop a threat? This is just an extension of your everyday carry. Another sponsor is going to be Loaded and Safe. These two sponsors working nicely together. Carry armor and carry a handgun on you. What's to hate about that? LAS is an excellent sponsor for all of your concealed carry needs. Follow the links in the description down below. They'll get you to where you want to go.
Now, 16 inches between 10.5 inches. If you're someone that's not familiar with firearms, this adds a lot more muzzle velocity to the round, leaving the firearm, so it has a lot of ass behind that round now. Now, ideally, ironically, and sadly, I don't own a 20-inch M16. I plan on fixing that. This is gonna be my next closest thing for the 5.56 caliber. Out of a 10.5, here's the visible difference, right? The stock's gonna be, all right, let me collapse the stock to get the same. Sorry, guys. There we go. All right, so now the stock's relatively close and collapsed to the same. You can kind of see the difference. The barrel for this gun ends right here, and then the barrel for this gun ends right about here. So there's a much drastic difference in length, and this is going to add to the muzzle velocity of that round. Now you got to keep in mind, an M16 being 20 inches, there's 4 more inches to this mug, right? And fellas, we all know 4 inches is a lot. If God said, hey, you want another 4 inches, you'd be like, absolutely. At least my wife would tell me to take that deal. Anyway, so throw this mag in, we'll hit it, and we'll go see the result, the administrative results. Positive contact. Can't necessarily tell where the impact was. It looks like a lot of frag. Oh, what the f is that? Holy shit. That's new. That's new, right? Yeah, that's new. This is the ear, and it looks, holy shit, dude. That skull's cracked. That skull is 9,000% cracked in there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that skull's cracked. So that is terrifying. Let's see where it hit on the plate. Okay, so a really good center mass strike on the plate. That's a 16-inch barrel. So now you can see the difference between same caliber or same round, 55 grain Hornady, fired from a 16-inch barrel. You can see it's a little bit, I should say a lot of bit more devastation on that strike face right here. 10.5, 16-inch, and then we have our 2 9mm rounds from earlier from about 10 yards away. I thought there was gonna be some spalling. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. That shit's gonna fucking kill you, dude. If not, it doesn't kill you, it's gonna give you a bad day. It's only gonna get worse from here. Damn it. Okay, so this is kind of a bummer, but the head just dropped from about 6 feet height, and I think it cracked the rest of the skull, but this is a good opportunity to kind of check out. Yo, yeah, that's frag stuck up in there in the ear. So I'm not gonna dig it out yet. I kind of want to leave it, but there was a hairline fracture along the skull up here, and then of course with it dropping, it cracked the rest of the skull. Go figure. So we'll keep that in mind for the test. But damn, I paid money for this mug, so we're gonna keep shooting it. But all right, solid connection there. So far, I don't see any new, wait, no. All right, so everything so far has been stopped. Here is the 5.45 round. It was caught and did not pass through the armor, okay? It looks like, if it's not from the drop, it's gonna be from around here if there's any new wuckies, but I don't think that's the case. It's hard to tell. We'll have to dissect the head after we're done shooting. The cool thing about steel armor is that if you shoot somebody, at least you know you hit them, because I heard an audible ka-thunk. Hornady black 7.62 by 39. You see that red tip, very pretty in there. All right. So this wound got exaggerated now. The cranium's starting to leak out some blood. Skull is definitely fractured. I don't see any additional, oh, no, that's from the jawline. I think it falling on the ground has cracked it more, and I can't honestly tell at this moment if this blood is due to that 7.62 by 39 from the Hornady round. So for now, we'll just exclude that. But let's check out the plate carrier. That round had enough ass to absolutely knock the living dummy head off this thing. That is our 7.62 by 39 Hornady round. So to date we have 16-inch, 55 grain Hornady, 10.5 Hornady, 5.45 Hornady. Dummy silence is dummy violence. Do your part to stop the hate. All right. That was a good hit. And I got knocked over. I'm the corpsman over here! Off him! Off him! Off him! Get the medic! Damn, bro, you got figgity up. So impact from the round knocked our dummy over. Dale the dummy. Let's prop him back up, get him back on his feet. Pouch off him. Yeah, look at that, dude. This is all the spalding from the plate that's getting kicked up. You're serving your YouTube country rather nicely. So no terrible spalding from the 7.62x51 like you would think. So that's interesting, but good God, did it do a damage to the plate carrier. They caught that M80 ball, 7.62x51, like it was funny. Dale, you're back in the fight, you dirty dog. You're gonna live to fight another day. So, okay, so surprisingly, Vest did a good job of absorbing a lot of that hate. The QD, or the tubes over here got marred up pretty bad. You know, didn't do that much damage, I guess, to the actual carrier. Say, maybe right there. Did some heat to it. Okay, let's go do some World War II rounds. 8mm Mauser through a Kar-98K. Spicy boy.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You think I hit it? I'm not sure if I hit that one or not.
He did not.
I saw some dirt kick up behind it, so I haven't gone down there to check it, but it means it could have either zipped right through it or I missed. So we're gonna move a little closer, send another one, and let's see what happens. I'm pretty damn sure I hit that one.
He did not.
I think I missed both times. I don't know how, other than I probably suck at shooting. Don't have any spare Mauser. This is really embarrassing because I somehow missed from like point blank range. Don't be sad, that's just how it goes sometimes. No more 8mm Mauser. I foobarred that one, which is kind of fitting. Oh my God. Always check your iron sights. They're currently on a 500-meter zero. Okay. This guy is on 100-yard zero. And of course, 7.62x54R. Oh, that was definitely a positive contact. All right, so my duct tape job actually did good and held up. Jeez, holy crap. So I don't even have to take it out. I can see where I hit, and we're hit it pretty spot on right here-ish, right by where I hit the M80 ball ammo, and it knocked a lot of that plastic off the dummy.
All right, boys, I don't know if I talked about it in the breakdown, but this is some pretty bad fragging getting kicked up off the AR-500 plate. You can kind of see, so it's actually pretty bad in that sense. You can kind of see how it looks like a steel target ricochet of some kind. Another thing is going to be on the neckline right here. I'm not sure if this is from a buckshot round or if it's from actual frag. It feels like it's more from frag. But there is some penetration on the other side. So that is concerning, and I wanted to point this out. I want to say this was from the 7.62x54R round.
Okay, so took another bad spill. I don't see any nasty fragging coming from it. Could have deflected elsewhere. Skull up top's pretty hurt from taking all the falls. So wear a helmet so you don't fall and fracture your skull, I guess. So obviously it looks like we hit it top right. Huh. Okay, so we'll dissect this guy. I want to go for the ear part. That looked like the most nasty cavity from all the shooting. So let's try and get in there. Bone apple teeth. There's probably like some cannibals out there like, oh, I know how to do this. Okay, so let's see what we got here. It went pretty deep. That's what it looks like. So, granted, I am kind of pulling it apart now. See if I can. What we're looking for is to see if there any frag is something I can pull out of here. It's gonna be hard to tell, because if I'm pulling out any frag from this little part of the scussy, then you know things went really bad. So far, I don't see anything glaring metal. All right, well, I couldn't carve any more, looks like frag out of here that I can see. Getting into the realm of disturbing. So, gentlemen, I don't see any frag in that brain, but I still don't think he'd be having a good day. So let's kind of break down what I observed. My biases against AR-500 were that I don't like it as a body armor. It's steel, it's heavy, and it may not stop the threat how you want it to. Sure, none of the rounds went through and penetrated, but they kicked up a lot of debris around your carrier, and how did they initially absorb that kinetic energy as well? As opposed to, say, more higher-end ceramic plates. Now, keep in mind, this was cheap, and they have a lifetime warranty, I believe. The problem is that what is your life worth? And I don't care, you know, if AR-500 hates this video, I'm gonna make it and talk about it and give you my 2 cents. And of course, this is all just my opinion, but we kind of saw some empirical evidence of frag getting kicked up into that face, and that wasn't even a perfect torso. I would like to see what happens on an actual $2,000 gel torso setup with maybe even a better carrier setup. But overall, that was very interesting to see the results of that. My disclaimer to you guys, don't use this for body armor. Use actual ceramic plates. Spend the money. Your life is worth it unless you want to be a walking steel silhouette for the bad guys to ring you like a gong. Come on, guys. The variables and the controls. So essentially, one thing that we would do in an ideal setting, if I had more of a budget, what I would have, each different caliber would have its own same plate. So the big downside is that yes, I was shooting this plate over and over and over, and I'll give it props for surviving, but for a controlled test and an actual more scientific test, I would want to do an individual plate, an individual dummy, an individual head for each and every round. That would be ideal, but sadly, I'm balling on a budget here on this channel, so that's the downside. As well as the dummy head fell over multiple times. It's just a bummer, and with that dummy head falling over, I think that also affects the test to see how the overall lifespan of the gel head does connected to that torso. But you know what? Hey, there are guys out there that I think that can recreate this, that have the means to do so, and I think it'd be a lot more interesting. I actually wouldn't mind coming back to this and trying it again and seeing, you know, with a wider variety and selection of firearms. Because this, in theory, was a pretty small pallet size of firearms. You know, it's large, but compared to what we could get, it could be a lot larger. So hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Your comments are a sacrifice to the AR-500 steel plate Iron Giant, roaming around in there to infinity and beyond. As always, gentlemen, stay easy, stay breezy. I will catch you all on the flip. But he's a eunuch. Okay.